Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. His official weight, 137 pounds. Tonight, he makes his long-anticipated bare knuckle debut. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Riverside, California, here is the bastard of bare knuckle, Brandon Lambert.
Tell me about your dad.
Well, so like my dad was a good dad. He was a provider. He wasn't around a whole lot because he was working a lot. It's kind of where I got my parenting skills from, I guess. As far as, you know, as long as I take care of you, you should know that I love you, type of thing. My dad very rarely told me he loved me or that he was proud of me. And I did a lot of stupid things when I was a child to make him not proud of me. And then, you know, once I kind of grew up from that, maybe 17, 18 years old, after I got out of jail, knew that I needed to change my life around. I wanted to do things to make him proud. So my goal in life was to have my dad say, "I'm proud of you." And I mean, I'm 38 years old now. I've been a millionaire 3 times. I've had 7 or 8 different businesses and 7 or 8 different industries that I've built from the ground up. I've been on pay-per-view TV. I've been on regular TV. You know, I became a professional fighter, and he still hasn't told me he's proud of me. So my goals changed once I had my children, and I wanted to let them know that I was proud of them, you know, no matter what. And having children was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It made me grow up, so I don't really have, you know, like adolescent trials and tribulations. I didn't have like, you know, crazy growing up. I had a pretty good growing up till I was about 13, 14 years old, and then I moved out of state to California, and that's where all the hell began.
In a lot of ways, you're a leader to a lot of people that are fathers in a very similar situation to you, and being on this stage in bare knuckle and speaking about it the way that you do, I mean, that is very powerful, and not a lot of men have done that yet.
Yeah, I think it's a pride issue. I'm speaking from my experience. I don't know how other people feel about it, but it's a pride issue for me. A lot of people, like I don't really block people online, but I've had to block a lot of people in this situation, you know, calling me a deadbeat dad, you don't take care of your kids, this and that and this and that, just because they know that I'm not in their life right now. They don't know the situation and they want to use that as personal ammo. So I know that a lot of guys don't want to deal with that. I'm used to getting hated on my whole life, so it doesn't really affect me so much. When you talk about my children, it does, obviously, but I know so many fighters that are in my predicament, where they've broken up with their significant other, whether it's their girlfriend or a wife, and since you can't be with them, you can't be with your kids, and they get taken, you know, out of their life, and then fathers have to spend thousands and tens of thousands of dollars to get back into their life, even when they weren't taken out from the courts. And a lot of guys don't have the money to do that, especially fighters. I mean, fighters barely have enough money to fight. So they're not going to have the $10,000, $25,000 to put down on a retainer to get an attorney to, you know, get their rights back. So I feel like I need to be that voice. I feel like I was put into this position to hopefully, you know, bring light to this situation, because truth be told, I don't even like fighting. I don't like to fight. I feel deep in my heart that this is the only platform that I can get to let my children know that I didn't leave them. I didn't leave you guys like your mom and everybody's telling you. You were taken away from me, and I'm fighting every day to get you back. I have a case, a family law case in Riverside County, California. I have court-ordered visitations and all that, and my wife won't let me see them. Won't let me talk to them, nothing. I send them stuff for their birthdays, it gets thrown in the trash. I call, it goes unanswered. So I've been trying to speak with her attorney, that goes unanswered. I've just filed more paperwork with the courts. family law is flawed, man. They see a man and they say, well, if you can't be with a woman, then you shouldn't be with your children. You know, what have you done to make her so mad? And it shouldn't matter what anybody's done to the mother, you know, barring, you know, physical violence. But if you can't get along with their mother, it doesn't mean that you can't be a father. And there's countless fighters that everybody's watching, and they're saying, man, that they must be having a great life. You know, they're in the UFC, they're in Bellator, they're in the BKFC, they're on TV. And what they don't see is after the fights, you go to the back and you don't have anybody to congratulate you. Not the people that matter. And the only thing that I could think about when I was walking out to my fight, when I hit that stage, was, I hope my children can see me. And that's the last thing that should be on somebody's mind before they go out to do physical battle with somebody is, you know, where are my children at? I hope they can see me. Because when you don't have your children, man, you're fucking lost. And as a lot of people can tell, I'm fucking lost. My social media is all over the place. My emotions are all over the place. I'm happy one minute, sad the next, angry one minute, elated the next. It's a psychological battle. It's everything I can do every day not to eat a bullet.